Good morning, everyone. This is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. Happy Friday, TGIF. So this morning, I am coming live to you with my monthly Friday Folds class. Just a few things before we get started. We are heavy into Sale-A-Bration right now, and we have 3 products that are now sold out that I wanted to let you guys know about. So we can no longer earn for free the butterfly elements, the Grapefruit Grove and Lovely Lipstick Foil Sheets, and lastly, as of yesterday, the Precious Parcel Card Kit. So all 3 of these products are all sold out, but we still have plenty to pick from out of the 2 brochures. Good morning, everyone. I can see you coming on. Welcome. Now, we only have about a week left, and we will have some Sale-A-Bration coordination products going live. These are all the dies that coordinate with some of the Sale-A-Bration stamp sets. We have a new punch, and we have a new stamp set. So everyone will be able to order these on March 1st. So look for some upcoming advertisements that I'll be putting on my Facebook page. Lastly, I've got the hostess code for February. Anyone ordering from me for the month of February, your name will be entered into a drawing to win the organdy ribbon from Sale-A-Bration. And you'll also earn some products from me for using the hostess code. Okay, so today we're doing a Friday Folds, which means I have a card fold for you. And I'm actually going to be creating this butterfly shadow box card. You can see that it looks like a 3D box, and it actually does fold flat for mailing. You can fold it this way, or you can push these in and fold it this way to add to an envelope. So I'm going to be using most of the same supplies, but I'm going to be doing different colors this morning. So let me show you what the supplies will be that you'll need. I'm using the Botanical Butterfly Designer Series paper. And the layers that I used for that are the ones that you see in the background here that I stamped on. That's the designer paper. It measures 5.5 by 3 3/8. Now on this one, I used Blushing Bride. I'm going to be using Balmy Blue today. And that's a square piece measuring 5.5 by 5.5. And you need 2 of them. And let me see what else. We're going to need some designer paper for the butterflies. I'll show you which ones as I go. The Butterfly Duet Punch. And I've gone ahead and cut out all of the die cuts that you see here. Let me bring those in. Those are from the Butterfly Beauty Thinlits dies. You can see that this is a large set of dies. There's 20 dies. I'm also using the stamp set Beauty Abounds. I'm using this splatter image right here. And the other stamp image I'm using is from the Life is Grand Hello Dear Friend. And let me see, lastly, we've got the inks, Memento Black, and Balmy Blue. Now, these are the die cuts that I've gone ahead and cut. This is with Highland Heather cardstock. It's this little branch die cut. And then this one has little swirlies on it. And I've used Lemon Lime Twist. I'm also using the Frosted Flower embellishments and the Happiness Bloom enamel dots. If you are going to copy this card and you prefer these colors, again, this is Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, and Granny Apple Green. So let me start. Oh, and we need the Clear Wink of Stella also. I should show you that. I've got a lot of shimmer and shine on my butterfly. Not sure if the camera will pick that up or not. So let's bring in the scoring tool, the scoreboard. This is such a simple card. All you're going to do is score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. do the same thing on the other end, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. You're going to do that on both pieces. Turn 1/2 inch and 1 inch. That's it for scoring. That's how simple. So you can see here, 1/2 and 1. Flip it this way, 1/2 and 1 times 2. Now I do need to use the Big Shot just once. I'm using our new stitched rectangle dies. So this would be die number 4. That goes right here. And I'm going to just cut one of these. That's how we get the hole in the center of the card on the front. Now what I did to place this is I made sure that all 3 sides, so the 2 sides on the top, are equally centered. I wanted more room on the bottom to glue my die cuts in place. Oh, Vicky's saying I should be left-handed. That would help when I'm using the scoreboard, wouldn't it? I wouldn't have to move my arm over. Okay, so there's my rectangle, and then I would keep this for another card because we don't throw anything away, right? Now I'm going to score on the score lines, or fold on the score lines is what I meant. And I'm doing accordion fold, so it looks like a V, an upside down V. So there's one piece. Actually, I need to flip this one over. Now, before I glue this together, I want to make sure, I should have done these opposite. I want to make sure that I glue my designer paper down. That's going to be on the inside of the back layer. And I'm also going to do my stamping. So I figured out if I put this on top, I wanted to make sure I had enough room for that to peek through. So this is the Hello Dear Friend. So I'm going to go about 1 inch from the top. Look how pretty that is. I love this stamp set. I love the curvy font. Okay, now I'm going to add tear and tape to both ends. So Pam is asking, will sold out items be available at a later date? No, they will not, because Sale-A-Bration is such a short span of 3 months, and we're already over halfway through Sale-A-Bration. So for those items that are sold out, they will not be replenished. And usually those items don't make it in the new catalog also. Okay, so I've got tear and tape on both ends. Now I'm going to place this on top of each other. So you can see how easy this card is. It looks complicated, but it really is not. So there's my card already. See how that fits like that, so it stands up. Now we're going to decorate the front. I'm going to bring in the little splatter image. And let me see, I need to get a scrap. I should have stamped before. So I'm going to stick this inside. And I'm going to do my stamping. Now this one's a little darker than what the Blushing Bride showed up on the first card. Okay, so there's my little background. Next, I'm going to bring in my butterflies. Now, if you have this designer paper, you must realize by now that some of the patterns coordinate with the punch. So this page here is for the larger sized butterfly on the punch, and then this sheet is for the smaller size. If you happen to use all of these and you really need more butterflies, this is what I'm doing with the larger sheet of butterflies on this one today. So I'm going to use this humongous butterfly on the bottom here, even though it's not the same shape. And actually, I'm going to take scissors and cut around that, because in case I want to use this one on something, I don't want that little butterfly to cut that one off. So I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm bringing in just a scrap piece of cardstock. I'm going to add a little bit of glue. I'm going to glue that, and I'm going to make myself a handle. This helps me to guide this designer paper into the punch. So now you can see I've created a brand new butterfly. Even though this one was large, you can still use the same punch to cut out the bigger butterflies. Now I'm going to color that with the clear wink of Stella. And when I do something that I really want sparkly, I actually add 2 layers of wink of Stella. So I'm going to go back and add my second layer. And I'm hoping I'll be able to capture this on the camera for you because it's so pretty. Let me see if I can fold it a little. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see that, but it's so sparkly. Okay, so now I've got my large butterfly. I need to cut out 2 small ones. And I want to stick with the green or the lemon lime twist and the Highland heather that I have going on. So I'm going to cut this one down here. So there's one. And then I'm going to use the lemon lime twist right there. And if you don't have this designer paper and you have the stamp set, these 2 butterfly sizes are in the stamp set. So you can go ahead and do that also. Okay, now let's bring in the card so we can decorate it. I'm going to bring in all of my little shapes. And some liquid glue. And I'm going to add one, whoops, I've got it up. Oh, I glued my card upside down. I wanted my butterfly up here. Let me see. I wanted to put this on the bottom. That's not going to look as good. I didn't even notice I did that. Let's do this one a little different. Let's see if it'll work anyway. So when you're gluing your card together, make sure the bigger cut size is on the bottom, not the top. I think it'll still work out. So that'll be my blooper for this week. Okay, now let me see. I'm gonna do the curl, the swirlies on the bottom. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of adding the butterfly in the corner like I did here, I'm going to glue it in the background. I think that'll look good. There's always a way to fix a boo-boo. I always tell my customers that. Sandra, the butterfly punch, I think, is going to be available April 1st. You're asking about that. I'm trying to remember if that was the date or not. It's about a month away still. It's been so popular. We've sold literally thousands and thousands of this butterfly punch. Okay, so there's the lemon lime twist. and the Highland Heather. Now let's see if we can fix where I want to add my butterflies. I think it'll look good anyway if I add one right in the background. Who knows, we might end up liking this one even better. Okay, now I'm going to use the mini dimensionals for the smaller butterflies. Oh, Wynn says, no boo-boos, just change in artistic expression. That's very true. I think it'll work out. You guys, I bet you'll end up liking this one better. You'll have to tell me. Okay, there's 2 butterflies. And then I've got the frosted flowers. Now, did you notice I have white ones on this one? They're really, they're just frosted, so everything, the color beneath it still peeks through. I'm going to actually use the purple ones this time. Let's see, we'll put one here. And whoops, that one stuck to my finger. I'm going to add one down here, and let's do one more. Okay, so you can see that the lemon lime twist color still peeks through just a tad on that. And then lastly, we've got the enamel shapes. And I wasn't sure if I was going to use these. Yeah, I think the blue color will look good on here. And those I'm just laying down in the background. I've got liquid glue all over my fingers, and it just wants to stick to my fingers instead of my paper piercing tool. That does look good. I thought the blue might have been too dark, but I think it looks great. Let's see, I just want to do a couple more. We'll put one down here. And one right here. So there you go. I think it looks great the way I did it. So now we just need to reposition this. Let me just fold these again so that the card will pop so you can see what a nice shadow box that creates. There's the look from the top. And then here's the one that I created. And again, the only difference is the frame is skinnier up down here and then skinnier up here because I messed up when I glued it together. So there's my card fold for today. And once I'm done with the video, I'll go put all of the measurements on the post so you guys can go back and look at it and have all the measurements. I would love to see you guys create one of these and send me pictures. Let's see, I've got another class coming up on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time for my Sunday share. And anyone that shares my video today, I'll pick a name for one of these cards and I will mail it to you if you're the winner. So thanks for dropping in today and stamping with me, everyone. Have a good weekend.